All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, and we're back again with a Get to the Comics. That's it. We're back with a Get to the Comics number. What are we up to now? Up to number 25. And look, we've got a little bit of sound effects going as well. 25, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. But as always, guys, for anyone who's oh, that's what happens when you leave the thing on repeat. That's it. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is live at the time of this recording, so anything can happen, just like that. And for anyone who's just joining us for the first time, asking, what is Get to the Comics? Well, Get to the Comics is basically a site, channel, whatever you want to call it, where we basically take all of these digital collectible comics that we find on digital collectible platforms such as VeVe and Candy Digital and anywhere else that basically has a comic book, because that's what we're into. We're into comic books. And for someone else who's also into comic books is one of my special guests. Now you've seen him in the spaces. You've seen him. You actually may have been lucky enough to see him before he became the VeVe community manager, like myself, who was actually an inspiration for us for myself starting this channel. Is you have him? He's the one, the only, my Collectables. Woo!
The intro. I appreciate that.
That's it. How are you, mate? So how are we, sir?
Oh, we're great. I mean, hopefully everybody out there is feeling good. I think we're really rolling. I think you're seeing that now with VeVe, and looking at a comic like this today, you guys know. I mean, everybody knows how much I'm into this one. So, it's pretty awesome to be here to read it. I love it.
Now, I do understand that you are under a bit of a time constraints this time around, so we will try and speed this along at a steady pace. But just a little thing I like to play just to start the show off is a little thing I call "Who Are You and What Do You Do?" Because obviously I'm a bit of an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. That was the inspiration behind the title of this comic. So MC. Now I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to answer it immediately. Who are you? And what do you do? It's basically just for anyone who's not familiar with Who Are You, basically who are you and what brings you to the digital collecting space, and just any other little facts you'd like to share before we get started.
Yeah, well, you know me as My Collectables, or Aaron, as a lot of people know me, and started out, a collector on the app, and then created videos on my channel, and eventually joined the team as a community manager right now. So, I love all these things. I love collecting. I love comics in the physical space, and especially on VeVe and other platforms. So, that's basically who I am, and that's basically where I came from.
Nice, excellent. And it looks like we got all the cool kids in the house tonight. So I see the likes of Casual. So we got D in the house, Master Ronnie. So I see Batman Who Laughs. Everyone's here and ready to get into it. So let's get into it without further ado, ladies and gentlemen. So if I come over here and I bring up this. So this is what we are going to be reading, ladies and gentlemen. So, First of all, you may have recognized the site. This is VeVe. So VeVe, however you want to describe it. And so basically they're a company based out in New Zealand who specialize in premium digital collectibles, such as comic books and collectibles and other fun stuff that we might go over a bit later on in the channel. But like I said, we're under a bit of time constraints here, so I'm just going to try and shuffle this along. So we are reading, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop, there we go. Amazing Fantasy number 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man, the one and only.
This copy in real life. I was at New York Comic Con this past week, and I saw some of these like in real life, like real comics.
Yeah, my! You would have had like the pleasure of seeing these in real life, like slabs. Like,
I held one. Last year. I held one as well over at the Comics with Vincent Zerzolo, the Addiction guys, right? They had them there, and I actually held it. I was like, I almost didn't want to hold it. You buy it.
Exactly. Like, and I can imagine a comic book of that caliber is not cheap.
Oh man, no, it's like, I don't know. And actually, there's a really funny story because this is aside from Amazing Fantasy, but when they were setting up, I was walking through the Comic-Con with Corey, and we were kind of helping with our booth, and Vincent Zerzolo comes by, from the Addiction comic in Metropolis. Yep. And he had in his bag, it was an Action Comics 1 9.0 grade. and it was like a restored one, but it's like literally almost $1 million comic book, and he had it in a
Wow.
bag, and because he was carrying it over to the display booth, and he said, "Hey guys, check this out. Look what's in this paper bag." Like he was fully aware of how funny that was. There was nobody in there yet, so it wasn't like he was in danger. But we were like, "Oh my god!" An Action Comics one with Superman, a
Wow.
9.0 grade. Like it was a restored, so it wasn't. Anyway, I couldn't believe that's as much money as I've ever seen in a paper bag.
I know.
It
It's
was
like wow. It's like
amazing. It was a
it's
good
like
comic, but it was a crazy comic,
I
right?
know. It'd be cool like if it had like a glowing like glow out of it as well. Like you open the bag, I was like, oh, it's kind of like that
Yeah,
gold, like the gold case from Pulp Fiction or something
yeah.
like
I was
that.
thinking that like that's maybe that's what was in there. We know it's probably diamonds, but maybe
That's
that was
it.
like yeah. Anyway,
All right, guys. So yeah, so we're going to be reading Amazing Fantasy number 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. As it says here, the first appearance of the Amazing Spider-Man. When young Peter Parker gains remarkable abilities from a radioactive spider, he must step up and try to become a hero, while also dealing with the fantastic pressures of an everyday teenager. For with great power, there must also come with great responsibility, as we all know very, very well. This version actually features VeVe rare and exclusive rare covers by Alex Saviuk and Laura Martin, which are these lovely covers right here. So this is our rare.
yeah,
Looks very, very cool.
yeah.
And this is our ultra rare.
Alex holds the original artwork for that too. He
Does he
showed it.
now?
Yeah, he showed because all the artists that work for VeVe, they have their original art, and I think our founder and co-CEO David, I think he always wants to get his hands on those, but I know that Alex holds that one, and that's pretty amazing. I've seen it. They showed it actually on a video up. I can't remember when, but it was like about a year ago, and it was a little preview, and he like held it up, and I was like, oh, the original art.
Yeah, had that little like a eek moments like oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I know. When you get your hands on that, that'd be so
Yeah.
cool, especially for a VeVe fan, because he's such a great artist, right?
Yeah, definitely, and he's got quite a lot of work on the app now as well. Like I've all sorts of different titles that I can't remember off
Yeah.
the top of my head, but you have
Avengers
to go.
4,
That's
just
it.
another one. There's a bunch of others. Yeah, no, he's pretty awesome, pretty legendary, that guy.
Yeah, definitely. So just a few details about the comic itself. So it was actually written by Stan Lee with artists by Steve Ditko,
Yeah,
and just a few other little fun facts there. Start year. This is a 10,000 edition comic, which is I suppose in comparison to what we got what we got now is kind of like on the higher end,
yeah.
and just all the different variant covers that we just went over, and
Well,
also
you'll
our.
see that part of the thought of the 10,000 is, with the newer ones that come out recently,
Mhm.
to keep those kind of Grail level ones at that same range, so they kind of are on the same level, and then you'll see what we'll do in the future for them.
Ooh, hashtag stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Stay
yeah,
tuned.
that's why, you see like X-Men 1, Avengers 1, like all the Hulk 1, like all those kind of ones, they all have that same edition size to keep it
Hmm.
consistent, right? Because they're all the kind of the Grail top level ones. So, and then we got some plans
Excellent.
in the
And yeah,
future.
well, I definitely have to say, like, no, basically, what VV's but like I said before in like some of my spaces, like VV's like literally like kicking ass and taking names now that Ben's going to come on board. It's a definitely taken up a notch.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff happening. I'm sure you've seen it recently.
Yes, sir.
This comic here on VeVe, I actually picked up. This was fun over the Comic-Con weekend. People know I collect this one quite a bit, and I put a lot into it, because I just love it. I'm the kind of collector who likes to have multiples of things,
Hmm.
not necessarily for selling or flipping. I don't know why. I just, when I see something I like, I like to see multiples of them in my account. So I have 30 copies of Amazing Fantasy on VeVe,
Wow.
mostly of the uncommons. And actually, I picked up another uncommon on the Comic Con weekend, and it was my 400th comic on the app. So it was like a mini milestone for me. It was my 30th Amazing Fantasy and my 400th comic at that time. Now I'm past 400. I'm like 407 or 410 or whatever, because I picked up the Amazing Spider-Man annual #1 that came out during the Comic Con, and of course
Oh
Swaggle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Swagglehoss's comic and the Evermind a comic and the Addiction. So I picked up those two, but this was I waited, like I was waiting for the right price on another. I wanted to get another common, but it's hovering at about 200, right? And I was
I
hoping it
believe
would
it
go down to
is.
maybe 150 again, but I don't know. But I managed to pick
Ooh.
up another uncommon, and the uncommon that I picked up, Oz, was a 3-digit, which was
Was it
my
now?
yeah, it was my first 3-digit of this comic that I own out of all 30, because they're they have a premium, right? So yeah,
They do.
that was
Nice,
just for me. That was for me.
That's fantastic. And yeah, as you can see, here's like so far the floor price is looking at 149 gems. So
yeah, that's the uncommon right there, because it shows the cheapest of all the variants.
it does now.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
So that would be the uncommon. So I'm looking at it. I might get it.
It's like, come on, a little bit lower.
That's just for me. Everybody, you just do
yeah.
your thing. Whatever comic you like is
clearly not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, nothing like that. Like I said, I just like to have multiples of whatever
exactly.
I collect. Same with Stormtroopers. I have a bunch of those.
Yeah. All right, guys, and also one last little thing as well before we get started with. There is also a little giveaway we're going to be running in the background as well. One from VeVe and one from myself as well. Just a little thank you for tuning in and just for your chance to walk away with something awesome. So what I've got here is I've got my little StreamYard tool running in the background, and all you need to do just to be eligible for this is put in #amazing. Just as you see it, no capital letters, no space bars, and that will basically put you in the draw to walk away with this awesome piece of artwork.
Amazing.
Courtesy of Kid Arcade, one of our more fantastic artists in the space. So big shout out to you, Kid Arcade, if you're listening out there.
Absolute beauty right there. Absolute beauty. Like, look at the talent on that.
That's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So
yep.
good.
So let me just make sure. Yep, I got 6 entries. Okay. So yep. So I know my tool is working. So get those in there, and we'll run this at the end of the reading. But also, you're looking to give away a digital comic on behalf of VeVe as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I brought one with me today. So you'll get a VeVe digital comic today. It'll be a nice one, a random one. It'll be Spider-Man related for sure. Can't tell you which one because there are rules around that with Marvel, but you will get one. So however you do the giveaway there too, you'll get, somebody else will get that. It'll just be dropped to your account. You just have to DM me with your profile, your username, and then you'll get a VeVe comic as well. Because we gotta do some giveaways, right? I mean, you get like this amazing arcade art. I mean, look how gorgeous that is, and then you get a comic to read as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so we'll basically run that at the end of the giveaway, and So without further ado, let's get into it. So let me just cue everything up here. I've also got a bit of a soundtrack as well to sort of lead us in there as well with a bit of dramatic music. And if I just shut this now, because VeVe, you can't actually read the comics on the actual VeVe website anymore. I had to find my own little workaround. So this is my personal copy. I'm lucky enough to have one of the ultra rare covers.
Beauty.
Very, very nice.
Absolute beauty.
And yeah, so let's get into that one. If we get the music. So before we begin, MC, this is the one little fun thing I like to do. So I say, my collectibles, are you ready? And we go, ready? Let's get to the comics. Come on, do it. Get to the comics now. Remember, if you enjoyed the content, like, comment, subscribe. Do it now. Yeah, no, guys. If you feel inclined to, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. At the very minimum, hit the like button because it pleases the YouTube overlords. So let's get into this. So if I put some music on here, I thought something like a little dramatic because it is a very iconic story. Also, if it's a bit too loud there in the comments, guys, let me know and I'll adjust the sounds. But let's get into it. So if I go over here, so we have Amazing Fantasy number 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man.
Look at that cover.
Very lovely cover. So here we go. So it's a 27-page comic, guys. So we're not going to go through we might just skim through the last couple of pages because it's actually not only this story, but there's also 3 other stories in there as well. But we're mainly going to focus on Spider-Man. So it says here, Spider-Man. Look at that. Like costume heroes, confidentiality was we in the comic mag business refer to them as long underwear characters. And as you know, they're a dime a dozen, but we think you may find our Spider-Man just a bit different. Okay.
Slightly.
So here we go. Look, we got Spider-Man sitting near in the Peter Parker.
Look at him. What a bookworm.
I know. It's just like the cool kids don't like me.
No.
So it says, say, gang, we need one more guy for the dance. How about you, Peter Parker, over there? So, are you kidding? That bookworm wouldn't know a cha-cha from a waltz. So MC, if you want to jump in here at any point and do some voices, you're more than welcome to.
I'll take the next page.
Yeah, go for it. Hang on. Let me just scroll down here. There we go. So it says, Peter Parker, he's Midtown High's only professional wallflower. That's so harsh.
So sad for poor Peter.
Okay, so here we go. So we got looks like we got Peter and we got Ben. So it says, as you may have gathered, Peter Parker was far from being the brightest, the biggest man on campus, but his Uncle Ben thought he was a pretty special lad.
Now, you're not fooling me, Petey. I know you're awake and it's time for school. Gosh, Uncle Ben, you're worse than a room full of alarm clocks.
Nice. As for Peter's Aunt May, she thought that the sun rose and set upon her nephew.
I cooked your favorite breakfast, Petey. Wheat cakes. Don't fatten him up too much, dear. I can hardly out-wrestle him now.
Yeah, look at it's like check out them guns.
Perfect.
Look at that. The faculty at Midtown High were also fond of clear-cut, hard-working honor student. Ooh, hang on,
Keep up the good work, Parker. And you're sure right when the scholarship for a scholarship when you graduate. I'll do my best, sir.
That's it. Look at that. I'll do my best, sir. But alas, other teenagers can sometimes unwittingly be so cruel to a shy young man.
Sally, I was wondering if you're busy tonight. Peter, for the upteenth time, you're just not my type.
Oh, so harsh.
Not when dreamboats like Flash Thompson are around. I admire your good taste, doll. Get lost, bookworm.
It's like, get lost, creep. Make like a tree and leave.
Yeah. Look, there's a photo exhibit at the Science Hall tonight. Would any of you like to go with me? Science Hall? Ha! You stick with science, son. We'll take the chicks.
Ooh. Yes, for some, being a teenager has many heartbreaking moments.
Oh, God. See you around, bookworm. Give our regards to the Atom Smashers, Peter. Someday I'll show them some. Someday they'll be sorry. Sorry they laughed at me.
Ooh, you know what? That sounds like the making of a supervillain.
I know,
not a
right?
hero.
This story could have went either way.
I know. Let's see what happens here. So he's gone into the science lab. What will we find? And a few minutes later, Peter Parker forgets the taunts of his classmates as he is transported to another world, the fascinating world of atomic science.
And now for a demonstration of how we can control radioactive rays here in the laboratory.
Ooh, fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
But as the experiment begins, no one notices a tiny spider descending from the ceiling on an almost invisible strand of web.
Ooh.
A spider whose fate has given a starting, if brief, role to play in the drama we call life.
You got zapped right
Oh,
there.
look at that. It's like, super spider! Oh no. Accidentally absorbing a fantastic amount of radioactivity, the dying insect is suddenly shock bites the nearest living thing at that split second before life enters from the radioactive body.
Ow!
So,
Ow! Ow!
ow, my hand!
Oh. A spider, it bit me, but why is it burning so? Why is it glowing that way?
Ooh.
My head feels so strange. I need some air. Looks as though our experiment unnerved young Parker. Too bad he must have a weak stomach. I mean, even the scientists are giving him a hard time.
Look at that. He can't get a break from anyone.
What do you do? Like, yeah. Oh, what's happening to me? I feel different, as though my entire body is sort of changing with some fantastic energy. You know, a little side note, if you're you do know that kids at this age, your body does go through changes. And there are plenty.
That's very true, and some of them fantastic, and some of them.
Oh, you may feel a little bit different.
That's it, but it's okay, kids. So where we go? What's happening to me? So honk honk. So
oh yeah, I forgot the car sound.
That's right. It's like honk honk.
Yeah.
Wrapped in his thoughts, Peter doesn't hear the auto which nearly misses him until the last instant, and then unnoticed by the riders, he unwittingly leaps to safety. But what? What a leap it is!
That was one egghead who wouldn't daydream anymore when he crosses the street. You can say that again. You know what's really cool about this page is like it's very quick in how it progresses, but you notice it's kind of realistic. Like the spider just randomly kind of comes down and got zapped randomly. And then he has to jump out of the way of a car and he just naturally grabs the wall. and he sticks to it. Whereas in the movies, right, he kind of just turned and looked up the wall. Remember the Spider-Man?
That's
movie?
right. Yeah, yeah.
And then he, after kind of like, you know, the whole thing, the lunchroom and everything, and he kind of started climbing. This way is kind of more realistic, where he just kind of jumps out of the way of a car because he's stunned, and he sticks to the wall.
Yeah,
I think
it's like
a really cool way that Stan Lee and them did it.
Yeah, definitely. He's like kind of sticking to the walls, just like, what the hell just happened? Like, oh, wait, here we go. Like, we're continuing up the wall.
Yeah, what's come over me? I'm scaling the wall as easily as I can walk. Mommy, look at the man at the side of the building. That's the last horror movie I'm taking you to, young man.
It's like, keep walking, Timmy.
Yeah. It's incredible. I reached the roof in just a few seconds. What's this? I crushed a steel pipe as though it was paper. So you can see he's just naturally kind of like, you know, it's cool because he's just naturally grabbing the wall because he just jumped up there because of that car, and now he's like discovered it. It's a pretty cool way they did it, you know, very simple. You want to take this one?
Yeah, he's one.
Yeah.
It's the spider. It has to be somehow in some miraculous way has transformed his own power. It's transferred his own power to me. Yeah. I can walk down the cable as effortlessly as a spider itself can glide along the web. Look at that.
Yeah, right there.
I've got to have time to think. I've got a plan. What to do with this unbelievable ability which fate has just given me.
The old spider in the seat in the shadow.
Yeah,
right
look at that. It's like very ominous, like, you know, foreshadowing of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. A few minutes later.
Yeah, that's the FA of a few minutes later.
That's it. A few minutes later.
Yeah.
This will be a good chance to test my power again. Oh, it says here, $100 to the man who can stay in the ring 3 minutes with Crusher Hogan.
Hey, Hulk Hogan's first. There you go. Maybe that's where
we go.
From, you know?
That's it.
Crusher Hogan.
Filled with excitement, Pete races back home and...
I'll put on some old clothes and leave my glasses here. But what if I fail? I don't want to be a laughing stock. I'll have to find a way to disguise myself. See, Stan Lee and them are so good because they cover all the bases here very simply. Don't you think? Like,
yeah,
because, you know, he's just the movie I loved, but like they make a few leaps. You know, they make a few jumps from the story. These panels, they cover it. Like, he doesn't want to be exposed because he doesn't want to be embarrassed, so he makes a disguise.
Yeah,
and he, you know, like it's all kind of like nicely. I don't know. I appreciate the way that they wrote it because it's a little bit more, you know, a little bit more sort of semi-realistic. Like, yeah, that's the way they describe it. There's no leap.
Yeah.
Well, how did he decide to jump off that building?
Yeah,
it's for me, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot more like sort of natural, sort of a lot more like thought out, and like sort of more like you said, like realistic.
Yeah,
like I said, like, you know, if actually he's about to get hit by a car, he like would like jump to the building to safety, or like, you know, if he's obviously like, you know, embarrassed, like, you know, by the way he is, like, because he's like constantly ridiculed by the scientists and the school kids and all that stuff. So now he's embarrassed, like, you know, oh, what if I'm a laughing stock and this guy hammers me into the ground?
Yeah,
I guess we'll find out.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Again, a few minutes later.
I'll try for that $100, Crusher. Well, if it ain't a little mass marvel, step up, sucker.
Nice, I love the voice.
Just try to relax, shorty. I'll make this as painless as possible. And then he flips over him.
Ooh. Hey!
It works. I have the speed, agility, and very strength of a gigantic spider. Hey! Put me down! You win, you win.
Look at that, straight up the pole. He's just holding him like he's nothing.
I know.
Look at his face too. He's like, and in that moment, Crusher just realized he messed up.
All the memes come from. They all come from this book right here.
Yeah.
You're not human. Nobody can do that. Wanna bet? Now he's starting to get a little cocky.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it.
Cocky.
Oh, here we go. This is the greatest act I've ever seen. Sensational, fantastic, and that mask gimmick gives him just the right touch of mystery. It was terrific. That mouse character may be just what I've been looking for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at these guys. Look at the old, like, you know, European, like, to industry. Yes. I sense opportunity, sir.
Cash promoter.
Exactly. All right, page 7.
Listen, friend, I'm a TV producer, and with that act of yours, I can make you a fortune. And keep the mask angle. It's a great showmanship. Here's my card. Call me. You'll be a smash on the Ed Sullivan Show. Now, for people who don't know, the Ed Sullivan Show was a popular TV variety show in the 1950s and 60s. Thanks. Look at all that cash right there.
Look
now,
at that.
the thing I do love about this story is because he's a science guy, he creates his own web shooters. Like they really, one thing they've done in the movies, the different iterations of the movies, is they haven't, like especially the latest movies, you know, which I love. I love Tom Holland and all that, but they don't lean on his brilliance, right? And then, of course, in the Sam Raimi movies, it was the webs coming out of his arm, which is kind of more realistic, right? It was only the Amazing Spider-Man where they actually had him build the web shooters, but they didn't really like lean on his genius. And I think that's kind of like what the comic does the best. It leans on his science genius, which is coming up in the next few panels, right?
So it says, later, at home again.
Showmanship. He hasn't seen anything yet. Since I have the powers of a spider, I'll design myself a spider costume. Oh, hi, Aunt May. Like nothing, right?
It's like I didn't see you there.
You look a little tired, Petey. So we brought you some crackers and milk.
Oh, how sweet!
I know, right? Crackers and milk. Bless them, if only they knew. Now let's see. A spider needs a web. This little device should just do the trick. So, like, I think they probably jumped ahead a week because or is that like a perfume spray bottle? I always looked at that in the past as one of those old school kind of with the squirting kind of, and then the
like the perfume bottle, like they've like he's got like a little web thing shooting through it.
Yeah,
I know. Let us know out there in the comments. What do you think it is? Say, do you think it's a perfume bottle? Is it a bottle of Windex? So let us know.
How he kind of refabricates it.
That's it.
Each arm will operate by the slightest pressure of any finger. So they do jump right here. And then, of course, the costume. They don't even show him.
There it is.
This is the leap right here that they do. Right, just get to the point, But I need a name. Well, I guess Spider-Man is as good as any. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I just just put that together.
Yeah, it's like it looks alright. Alright.
Threw it together like
That's it.
all in one afternoon.
There we go.
With some strong liquid cement at the end, I can pull myself up anywhere with my little web. And my costume is thin enough to wear unseen under my street clothes. Ah, see that with the tights. See, that's why they wear tights, everybody. Just so you know. So they can wear them under their street clothes. See, that's the thing that people.
That's right. So the quick change. So like in case they can't get to a phone box like Superman, they can just whip them off, chuck them in a trash can, or wrap them in a plastic bag and get to it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's why I love this page here because it's really his science power. And I can see Richard had commented in the chat there. Like that's the one thing the latest movies don't touch on, which is kind of bothers me because he's like genius level, right? And so that's why he's able to create all this technology for himself. Or in the movie that we just saw, he was relying on Stark a ton, which I thought was a cool relationship and dynamic for the movie. But for this old comic, I mean, that's what we knew. We knew it was like he's science, he's geeky, but that's a power in itself combined with like the superpowers that he gets. It's kind of like makes him that like kind of next level, right? So okay, world, better hang on to your hat. Here comes the Spider-Man. And cue the music.
Here comes the Spider-Man. do 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 do. And this is where I get a copyright strike on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's like YouTube. You didn't hear that.
Yeah. Look at here's the secret rare copy.
Yes, it is. Here it is, front and center. The secret rare.
I need that secret rare, and it's like.
It is kind of expensive. I think the last time I looked, it was like 10, 12K or something like that.
No, it varies up and down, but it's around 5 or 6 right now, maybe, or 8 or something. So it's like it's definitely one to hold if you can get on it. Like I would love it. Yeah, if you're others, so I'm good.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to own it, congratulations to you. And if this is your goal to own the secret rare Amazing Fantasy number 15, then awesome as well. But yeah, this is the interior panel of which that has come from. So it says here, part 2. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's 2 parts to this story. Now, anybody with the intelligence of a 7-year-old knows that if a man appears on TV who seems to be more spider than human, he'd be an overnight sensation, especially when his feats were performed without the help or trick photography. Well, you can just imagine how the public reacted to Spider-Man.
I'm seeing it with my own eyes, and I still don't believe it. And then the shock and awe.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, oh my god.
It's true. They would be like that too.
I know. They're like, oh my god. It's like, sure, they looked amazed, incredibly awe-stricken, wouldn't you? Oh look, they got the. After all, it's like after all, when we last time we saw you, saw a Spider-Man with his own fantastic spider web. So he's got his own little set of spinners there. Go.
That's right. Okay, Spider-Man, cut. That's enough. Don't show him too much. Leave him begging for more, and then the dollar, cha-ching, cha-ching.
That's it. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Don't leave him. Yeah.
That's it. Don't give him too much. We got to milk him for everything we've got.
I love this next panel here. This is one of my favorites.
There we go.
He's just getting look at him. He's just getting all the praise finally, once in his life, you know.
That's it. He's finally feeling like a somebody. As his first TV spectacular ends, Peter Parker breathes the first sweet scent of fame and success.
I'm from Life. We'll pay any price for a picture spread. Sign with me. I'll put you in the movie. Wait, we want an interview. Boys, see my agent, boys. I'm busy.
That's it. It's like, Spider-Man, we love you.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Phew. Rid of him at last. He's already done with fame. He's already done with
That's
fame.
it. But then suddenly he hears, stop! Thief! Stop him! If he makes it to the elevator, he'll get away!
Hey, what's going on?
It's like, he says he made it.
Yeah.
Says, I'm safe now. That cop can never get down to the lobby as fast as I can. In this high-speed express elevator. Lucky that goon in the costume didn't stop me.
You know, cell phones would have stopped this guy today. This story would have had to be rewritten.
Exactly.
On the downstairs, he's coming down.
No, it's just like, he's downstairs. Catch him, please.
Yeah, the cop's like, "What's with you, mister? All you had to do is trip him up and hold on to him for just a minute." Sorry, pal, that's your job. I'm through being pushed around by anyone. From now on, I just look out for number one. That means me.
Oh no!
You can't blame the guy, right? I mean,
It's like he's Spider-Man now. He's famous. He answers to no one.
He's like, I ought to run you in, and he's like, save your breath, buddy. I got things to do.
That's it. Cause I'm Spider-Man. I'm like famous now.
Yeah, brah.
But then, a few hours later.
Oh no! Peter,
Oh no!
Microscope you've always wanted. Your uncle and I bought it for you this afternoon. Gosh, that's terrific. You're the greatest family any fella ever had. You're the only ones who have ever been kind to me. I'll see to it that they're always happy, and the rest of the world can go hang for all I care. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that taste of fame now. There's like nobody else matters now.
Yeah.
But hey, look, we got another certain someone in the chat we were just talking about a little while before.
Oh, it's
so, Mr. Zozolo, Vincent, how are you, mate? Thanks for tuning in. So,
I was talking about you earlier, Vincent, when we passed you. You know what I mean with your Action Comics. That was incredible. We were having a good at the Comic-Con.
I know. We're basically saying you were holding the suitcase from Pulp Fiction. Yeah. It's like
so great to see him in here, though.
Yeah, mate.
Amazing job at the con there. He did his.
Yep. And massive shout out to the Addiction comic as well. If you haven't got yourself a copy of that, by all means, you are missing out. So go out there, get yourself a copy. And if you feel inclined to as well, we did have Vincent on the channel a few episodes back. Check that out and enjoy. So let's carry on. Yeah. So in the days that followed the Spider-Man becoming the sensation of the nation.
Look at that. Who's the Spider-Man? Spider-Man plays to a packed house. Spider-Man wins Showbiz Award. Spider-Man slated for new TV series.
Who is Spider-Man? Yeah, it's like, who is this? Nice, look at that. Look, he's doing like web shooting, like, you know, like the whole like knife throwing, hitting the apple off someone's head. It's like pew pew,
flipping around.
Yeah. And one evening, as Peter Parker returns home from a personal appearance.
A police car in front of our house? What could be wrong? Bad news, son. Your uncle's been shot. Murdered. Uncle Ben dead? No, it can't be. Who did it? Who shot him? It was a burglar. Your Uncle Ben surprised him. But don't worry, lad. We've got him trapped. He's in the old Acme warehouse at the waterfront. We'll get him.
We'll get him.
You take this one. No. You take this one, Oz.
Your aunt is next door. The neighbors are looking after her. But wait! I got to go get him. I know the old Acme warehouse. It's been deserted for years. A killer could hold off an army in the gloomy old place, but he won't hold off Spider-Man.
Why do I kind of like I get chills? And even though I know the story and I've read this book, it's so good.
I know. But look at the razor on his little face there. Like he ain't messing around.
I know, right? And this is where he like discovers on the next page how to like travel quick because he's enraged, right? Like right here, the warehouse is on the other side of town, but I'll be there in no time. And this is like so. It's like what I said about how they wrote it. Is I know they skipped a part a bit like when they created the web shooters and made his costume. That was only like two, but like there's a reason that he swings. You know, it's not because like in the newer movies he just kind of swings to try it. But there's a reason why he's got to get across town. So like the swinging thing, they haven't shown that yet, right? But he's desperate to get this guy. So like he kind of like just naturally does it. He's like, I'll be there in no time. And then meanwhile, like he said, he's in there somewhere, but he'll pick us off like flies if we charge him. I guess the guy's got a gun, right? So,
yeah, he's got a gun. He's up. It looks like he's taking the high ground as well. So these coppers are gonna have trouble getting him out. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, go for it.
All I gotta do is hold off until the moon goes down. Then I'd be able to slip away in the dark. Oh, say, you'll never escape again, murderer. Huh? What the? Surprised to see me?
I wouldn't scary, actually. Think about that, right? Guy in the ceiling all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you turn around, there's like this big, massive spider-looking thing looking right back at you. It's like, you know, I better say it's almost like, you know, Batman, but that's the other guys.
Yeah, we see the little things they do too in comic book art, which is great. See the little burst around the guy's face there?
Oh, you're there.
Kind of the shock and surprise sort of element of like how they draw that. It's kind of like just subtly like you don't even realize that's what that. But they, you know, the way that they do that, the little burst, like the guy's like shocked, right? And then the next one time you see him, he's really shocked. It's like not as half as surprised as you're gonna be. And he goes, "Gotta go away, gotta hide. I must be seeing things." You see the guy's like totally shocked, but
he's just like, "There's a giant spider flying around me." Like, you know, I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Yeah, the little kind of see like the little non-colored burst behind Park. I love the stuff where he's it's kind of that whooshing sort of graphic, and that's what comic books are cool for. They do those drawing things that like add action and kind of like, and you just kind of subconsciously don't even think about it. Anyway, sorry, that's real comic.
No, that's awesome. No, like I said, like little fun things like this is always insightful and always brings that little bit of flavor to the show. So by all means, if you see stuff you want to talk about, let's go. Let's do it. So there we go. There's no place on earth where you can hide from me. Oh, yeah. First, my web will relieve you of your gun, and then my fists will do the rest. Kapow!
Just pure rage.
That's it. It's like, you killed my uncle, and now I'm going to get you. And look, well, he's got him. He's going. It's like,
I got to read this panel here.
Yeah, go for it.
That face. Oh no, it can't be. It's the fugitive who ran past me, the one I didn't stop when I had the chance.
Oh, no.
I hate to do it, but we'll have to rush him now. Can't take the chance of him slipping by in the dark. Captain, look!
it's him! On a spider's web. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And a short distance away.
My fault. All my fault. If only I had stopped him when I could have. But I didn't. And now Uncle Ben is dead. And there you go, right here.
That's it. And this is where it all begins.
Yeah.
And a lean, silent figure slowly fades into the gathering darkness, aware at last that in the world with great power there must also come great responsibility. And so a legend is born, and a new name is added to the roster of those who make the world of fantastic the more exciting realm of all. And it says here, and that's it. So it says, be sure to see the next issue of Amazing Fantasy for the further amazing exploits of America's most different new teenage idol, Spider-Man. The end.
It's so cool because, you know, if you panel up when he's fighting this guy, and he just kind of punches him out and all that. It's just raw, like him anger. He doesn't have any skill yet, right? No. And if you look ahead, which one of the issues coming up, with the Amazing Spider-Man like series, like, so there's 1, 2, and 3. When the third one that we have on the app with Doc Ock, it's really cool because he's done some stuff. He's, a couple of issues, but he goes to face Doc Ock for the first time, and he's got no skill, and he gets his ass kicked by Doc Ock in Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 3. And it's kind of like these early comics, the first few, he's just like learning his powers. He doesn't even have like the kind of agility that he knows he has. It takes him a while. When he gets his butt kicked by Doc Ock, then he has to regroup and go back, as Doc Ock just like just gets rid of him like he's nothing, right? Literally like he's nothing. He has a bit of a moment in that comic. So that's a really cool one to read too. But I love this one because this guy's just a regular dude, and he just kind of like instinctually, just out of rage, just goes and like attacks him. But he's not doing any of his classic moves or flips. It's just the beginning of it all. So it's super cool.
That's it. It's just a young teenager just discovering his powers for the first time, acting out of pure emotion. Yeah. And but it's basically just describes every young child and teenager out there. I know, especially with myself, like, I've got my little 5-year-old life, but basically just the very description of what he's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
Get to the comics now.
Yeah, that's it. I just saw this here, like, from it says I need at least one this one. But if only reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. You could definitely like try and do it like it was in Arnold's voice. Like, that face. No, it can't be. It's the fugitive might run past me. The one I didn't stop. What a chance. No. Come on.
There has to be like an Austrian or a German, like copy of this comic somewhere that we can read. That would be really awesome. Fun to do.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you what is fun. If you do want to hear someone read a comic book in the likeness of Arnold, if you go back a couple of readings, back to Black Panther versus Predator versus Black Panther with Doctor Strange and Falcon. Falcon did a fantastic job of narrating as Arnold. So check that one out if you feel inclined to do so.
That's awesome. Now, there's a bunch of pages after here, but
yes, there is.
I won't be able to stay for that because I got to go. But if you guys want to, this is the only story in here. But remember, what Stan Lee was saying about this book is that it wasn't, Spider-Man wasn't meant to be super famous, as you know, and they just put him in here, and then it blew up, and then they started his own series, and then of course, you saw the other cover that's on VeVe, right? That the other alternate cover that is that ultra rare that people seem to really appreciate. But yeah, this has got a bunch of other stories in it because that's what Amazing Fantasy was, right? So it's a pretty cool book. And thanks for letting me read it with you here today, man. We do have that giveaway for VeVe that you can do as well. Yep. And all
right, guys. Yeah, obviously, like MC strapped for time. So how long have we got before you got to go?
Pretty much now. I have to drive one of my kids to a sporting event because it's a big tournament this weekend. But so wish I could stay longer and read the rest of this comic because there's some good stories in there as well.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If you feel inclined to, we'll do this giveaway now.
Yeah.
And tell you what, we'll do it in two parts. Say we'll do the VeVe comic giveaway now. And then we'll cover a bit more of this comic, and then we'll do the Kid Arcade one a little bit later on. Let's do it that way.
That's cool. Yeah. Sorry,
let's do that,
guys. But
no, that's all right, mate. I understand life, but I just appreciate you taking the time to come and be here with us. So let me just quickly get all this together. So like I say, I do have my StreamYard tool together. So if I close that one.
And we'll like later on this evening, I'll be over on the Uncommon podcast with Hinano and D. So that's gonna be fun tonight. And a bit more time. That's in a bunch of hours from now, so check it out. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's I'll just quickly get all this here. So like I said, I've got 21 entries on my little StreamYard tool here. I've got it here so everyone can see. There's no funny business.
Those are good odds right there.
Yeah, nice. So 21. So we're going to be rolling for the VeVe random comic giveaway. Very generously donated by My Collectables and VeVe.
Yep. So
let me just do this. Get this one together. All right, I think we're ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've had time. You've had all the reading in the world to get this done. We're going to hit it. We're drawing it. And this is for the VeVe comic book giveaway. And the winner is...
Good luck.
It is Evolved!
Oh, it's Evolved. Nicely done.
Excellent. Congratulations, Evolve. You are the winner of the VeVe Random Comic Giveaway. So
I'll Evolve, because we know each other. I'll connect with him and make sure he gets that comic. It'll come out like after the weekend, and that's when VeVe does all the giveaways. If you want anything on the New York Comic Con stuff through all of the different creators, that's all those giveaways will have been sent already now. So check your accounts for all the other stuff that happened throughout the last week if you won on different people's places and stuff. And if you can't see it, just let me know and I'll track it down for you. But there you go, Evolve. Congrats.
That's it. Congratulations, Evolve. And thank you again for tuning in, guys, and for everyone else out there tuning in as well. So I think on that note, MC, I think you have to leave us, have to go do the dad thing.
Yeah, I got to drive my my boy, but I'll definitely chat with you guys later, and looking forward to next week. And we'll just have a lot of fun with it. And guys, just I just want to say, I think hopefully you guys feel the same way, but we're rolling now. So just keep it going. And I love what you're doing, Oz. It's the best, especially on the WebV front as well. This is a lot of fun. So I really thank you for letting me come out and read my favorite comic in the world. So it means a lot. My pleasure. Appreciate it.
No, again, thank you so much for coming on the channel. I'm glad you had a fantastic time. It would have been nice if you stayed a bit longer, but I know I completely understand. And yeah, hopefully we can have you back again in the future when it's at a better, more convenient time.
Yeah, we'll pick another comic that's one of my favorites as well. I've got a bunch.
That's it. Well, that's it. That's the one great thing about VeVe is I'll never have a shortage of comics so long as they keep dropping comics every week.
Exactly. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you soon.
All right, no worries, MC. Have a good one. Take care, and we'll talk more soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, unfortunately, MC's had to duck out and do the dad thing. But congratulations, Evolve. So you are the winner of the VeVe digital comics, and like MC said, you get in touch with him, and he'll sort you out. So guys, if you feel inclined to do so, how about we go back over to, if I close this, so what I'll do is I'll leave that up, and we'll run it again for the Kid Arcade NFT, which was this one right here. If I do my pictures, there it is. So what we'll do is we'll go back over the comic, Amazing Fantasy number 15, and we'll read the little extra bits, and we'll just chill for a bit. If you want to stay and hang out with us, fantastic. If you totally want to go as well, totally understandable. I just appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in space with us, and also chilling on the channel as well. And I'll chuck this up there as well, just a little extra, guys. If you feel inclined to do so, and you enjoyed the content, I've got a little barcode up here for buy me a coffee, which is just a little donations page. It's just if you feel inclined to do so. I don't expect anyone to ever use these links, but I do like to put them out there because every little bit helps. If you enjoyed the comment, if you enjoyed the content and want to give a little, that is there as well. But at the very, very minimum, all I ask is hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's carry on. So what I'll do is I'll close this. So Evolve, you're the winner, so I'll leave that up for a sec. And let's go back over to here. So there are actually a few other stories in this one as well. So if I go back to the Bell Rigger, and I'll just chuck on a little bit of chill out music again. There we go. We'll carry on with the vibe. Let's do that. So let's have a look over here. The Bell Rigger. Actually, I tell you what. How about for this last three stories? Let's do something a bit different. What about if I do this? So what I'm going to do is Control V. If I put that there. So in the comments there, I've actually put a invite link. So if you would like to come up and read with me, that is there as well. But if you want just to chill in the background and listen to me finish off these last couple of stories, you're more than welcome to as well. So let's try something a bit different here. Let's see what we get. Like I said, guys, this is live at the time of recording this, so anything can happen. So let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. So this is the Bell Ringer. Now I have actually read this story, so let's have a look. So it says, The Bell Ringer. This is the way this little tale was told to us. You may believe or you may not. But of one thing we are certain, you will never forget it. Yeah, no worries, King Crypto. Thank you for dropping in, mate. So much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the content. And yeah, like I said, hopefully you'll come back and we'll do it all again. And I says, I'm at work, but I'd come up if I could. Not a problem at all, guys. So it says here, right, so this is again designed by Stanley and Ditko. And look at this guy, he's looking a little bit like, oh, ringing the bell, and looks like things on fire too. So let's see what's going on here. Nestled in the blue Mediterranean lies a small volcanic island inhabited only by a small community of stillwater fishermen. So we're in a small island in the Pacific inhabited by fishermen. But there is one islander who is not a fisherman. He is old Pedros, the village bell ringer. Oh, I must not be late. It is time for my bells. Oh, yeah, he's been getting out of bed like he's been doing probably since he was a young tacker, getting the boots on. Okay, so I have stage fright. That's all good, but like I said, the best bit about this is that your face will not be on camera. It is all audio. So if you want to come up, have a bit of fun, make some sound effects, by all means, please do so. Every morning for 1 year, so every morning for more years than one can count, old Pedros has walked to the ancient church and rung the mellow bells. Look at that. Run the old bells. Oh, hang on, my music just died. Let me just put that back on there. So I took it off loop, that's why. There we go. So he's walking back to the old mellow bells. So he's doing the whole bell ringing thing he's probably done since for God knows how long. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Sven. I just bought myself my first AF-15 on this stream whilst MC and Osman with after AF-15. That is awesome, Sven. Congratulations to you, sir. Look at that. All say, let's go. Get Sven. Happy collecting, Sven. No, that's awesome. Fantastic to hear. So let's see what the old bell ring is up to. Old Pedros. Old Pedros has run the bell for all of his adult life, every morning of every week of every month of every year. Just as his father did before him, and his father for as long as the church has endured. So he comes from a long line of bell ringers, a very prestigious title. The bells have guided fishermen, sounded alarms, told the days they are. Ooh, I have a reader, ladies and gentlemen. I have a special cameo guest. Let me get him up here onto the stage. Hang on, where's my tool here? It is the man who just bought himself an AF-15 live on this stream, Mr. Sven. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm in. I'm in for the first time into the comics.
That's it. Sven, get to the comics. Come on in. Read the comic with me. Do it.
I'm a bit afraid, Josh. My English isn't that good, but I'll try to keep up with you.
It's all good, mate.
You'll have to say where I have to help you or start the lines. But indeed, I bought my AF-15 while you were streaming. Awesome.
That's awesome, man. Now, congratulations to you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I needed one for a long time. I think I was thinking this was the moment I had to buy one. I don't know if it already pumped. I don't know if you're already in the capabilities of pumping your comics.
I know,
but I bought one anyway.
Well, let's have a look. Well, it was 149 gems when we started. So maybe at the end of the at the end of the read, maybe we'll have a look and see if it's gone skyrocketing yet.
I went for the common. I didn't buy the uncommon. I went for the common. I don't know.
Right. I think the common
was at 149, and
yeah. I think common was like 202. 205. Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay.
So let's
coming to join you. Yeah,
that's it. Okay, so we're up to so basically we've got a little Pedros here. He's come from a long line of bell ringers, very prestigious title, and saying that basically his role is he's basically been ringing this bell to guide fishermen, sound alarms, tell the days that are much a part of this little village as the very soil upon which men trode. So there you go. Do you want to kick us off, Sven? Like maybe read some of the speech bubbles.
I hear the bell through the fog. The shore is just ahead. And old Pedros too is part of the village, just as the village is part of him. So, good day to you, madam.
Oh, good day to you, Pedros. But then one day, one fateful day, a change occurs. a terrifying change as a thick cloud of smoke begins to trickle upwards from the long dead volcano. Oh no, the volcano is coming to life! Pray that it is just an illusion, for if the angry mountain should erupt, it means the end of our land and our homes. Oh no.
Well, that's not a good thing.
That can't be good.
No.
But it is no illusion. Okay, do you want to do this one, Sven?
Yes.
Go for
There
it.
is no other choice. We must all flee the island while we still can.
Oh no. With a heavy hearts, the villagers gather their meager possessions. Oh, this is indeed a sad day for us.
Be grateful, woman. At least we shall escape with our lives.
That's so good. I could hear like the old man, like the cranky old man in the voice.
I'm doing my best here.
No, man, you killed it. Oh, we are fortunate that we had enough time to flee. We shall find new homes on the mainland. Oh dear, but is Pedro's going to leave? He's been there for so long. Can he leave?
Yeah, it's a sad story
Let's have a
about
look.
Pedro's.
Yeah, it's a very sad story. But in all the village, there is one who will never leave. Pedros! Oh, is he gone?
You dare not remain!
I must. Without me, who will ring the bells?
It does not matter!
Pedros with the... You gone? No, you do it, you do it.
You're Pedros. Pedros!
Okay.
With the village deserted, none will hear the bells!
I cannot leave. The bells must be rung. Someone may hear.
Poor soul. He must be mad.
So good. And so the boats sail away, leaving the island to the mercy of the roaring volcano, the angry mountain whose fiery upheaval grows louder and louder. But through the lava flows closer and closer to the little church, old Pedros remains at his job, ringing his beloved bells. Bong, bong, bong. I must ring the bells. Someone will hear. For centuries, someone has always heard.
Such a brave story.
Oh, but look, someone did hear. Look at this. And then, just as the lava is about to erupt, the ancient tower, ablaze upon light, pours down upon Pedros, a golden shaft which seems to beckon the old bell ringer. Oh, look, he's being levitated.
Oh, who was
Look,
it? Could it be
I don't
Thor
know.
or someone else?
It could be
I don't
Thor.
know. I never read it.
I don't know. Let's see if it says anything.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was their imagination, but those who sailed away swear to this day that they saw an aged figure raised up on the shaft of light, raised up and up until he faded from sight. But we prefer to think it was not their imagination. We believe instead that old Pedros was right. Someone did hear him. And the end. So there you go, poor Pedros. He rang his bell and some divine entity heard. So you never know.
Would you still ring the bell or just go?
Oh hell no, man! I'd be out of there. I'd be like, nope. It's like I am not being consumed by lava today.
Yeah.
I am going. I'm going to go ring another bell.
If your father was a bell ringer on that island, and his father was a bell ringer, and his father was, would you then still ring the bell or just flee?
Oh no, man! I still play. I was just like, well, Dad, Granddad, Great-Great-Granddad, it was a good run, but it's time to go ring some bells somewhere else. That's not going to incinerate me.
It's like you always lived. It's a bit like the same story of your life. You always lived in Australia, and then you moved. And
That's
then
it.
You went on your way.
Yeah.
All of love.
Okay, so we got another story, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the second story. So it's called "The Man in the Mummy Case." Ooh.
Is this all in the AF-15?
So this is all. So this
is
this is all in AF-15. So basically, it's a 27-page comic, and about up to page 12 is all about Spider-Man. And then the last pages are the three separate stories. So the first one we had was the Bell Ringer, about Paul Pedros, and now we're getting into the second story, which is Man in the Mummy Case. which is really
all
quite.
These stories could like become a new. So if they did the stories and they were looking which stories were getting traction with the people, and then they kept only the Spider-Man one, or did these stories continue too?
Yeah, we never know. We have to see the good stories. Like I definitely see like what maybe like they can like with the bell ringer there, they could like do like a spin-off story. Like what did become of Patros? Did he get abducted by some galactic entity? Was it the what do we got there? Was it the Shatari? Was it the Shia Empire? Was it the what else we got? Was it the
Miss Marvel?
Was it Miss Marvel? It could be.
It could be. Yeah.
That's it. Was it the Nova Corps? Could we maybe see him like become part of the Nova Corps? Who knows? So we got no. So now this is our second story. So we got the man in the mummy case. So he's not looking too happy there in the mummy case. So it says, a mummy case might seem to be a place as any to hide in, but as our readers know, things are not always what they seem. Okay, so looks like he's immediately regretting this decision.
Yeah.
So
I
again,
wouldn't go in a mummy case.
No, I definitely wouldn't go in a mummy case. But it says it's beer by Stan Lee and S. Ditko. Ditko, sorry. So let's see what this story is all about. A criminal spends half his life fleeing from justice, and Rocco Rank is no exception. So Rocco Rank, okay. So do you want to do the voice?
If there's a lot of text, I'll try. Gotta get away! I gotta!
There you go.
Good thing I'm skinny. This window's open, just wide enough.
Ooh, okay. He's hiding in there.
He ran on past, but he'll be back as soon as he sees that the street's empty. Gotta find a spot to hide. Holy cow! Looks like I broke into the back of some blamed museum. I'll stand out like a sore thumb in here. No, you will be safe.
No, you will be safe. Oh, who said that? That was a voice.
That was you. You should do that voice.
I know, I should do that. It was like, no, you will be safe. It's like, who said that? Oh, there you go, he said.
Oh no, it ain't possible.
Fear not, mortal, I shall hide you. Okay, just a casual mummy just standing there like, yeah. It's cool, bro, come on in, I'll hide you.
Who decides to make these lines for these
exactly. Oh, here we go. It says, I got a comment here, it says, lunchtime over, love the reading and content, take care fam. Yeah, no worries man, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Hope you've enjoyed the content, enjoy the rest of your day, hope you had a fantastic lunch, and yeah, hopefully you'll come back again and we'll do it all again. Alright, let's carry on. So we're up to page 17 of 27, so we're getting towards the end. So let's see what's going on with this mummy. Why is he chilling in the museum? I shall hide you where your pursuers will never find you.
But you're a mummy. You can't talk, can't walk. You're those footsteps. The cops. I'll be back soon. I got no choice.
Come, mortal, follow me. Here within the mummy case, you will find safety.
Oh, no, you don't. I've seen movies about this kind of thing. You ain't making a mummy out of me.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm just going to climb your, mummy case. You will not become... Yeah, it's like, you will not become a mummy, I swear it.
But what if you don't let me out? How will I breathe?
How will he breathe? Fear not, there is air within, and I shall open the case as soon as your pursuers have left.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, he's taking a big, massive leap of faith here. He's having this creepy mummy all of a sudden just say, "Yeah, come and chill in my tomb, bro." So I'll let you out, no worries.
Yeah.
All right, it says he might have run in here, Joe. Let's check. Let's see. The mummy's staying nice and still now. See, they're gonna see what happens. Is the mummy gonna keep his word, or is he gonna turn around and backstab him? Place looks deserted. Wait a minute. A guy could hide in that mummy case. Oh, we better look inside. Can't take any chances. Ooh, it's empty. Where's he gone, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, I said there's a compartment in the back there. Well, he must be in the neighborhood somewhere. Let's check outside again. Ooh.
And the mummy's just standing next to it. Wouldn't they check the mummy to be sure he's not in there?
Yeah, mummy's just chilling. Well, look, considering like it looks like his head's moving right there. Salam. And mummy's like, all clear. I have kept my promise. I vow your pursuers would not find you, and truly you have eluded them. But he has eluded them, but where? Where has he eluded them to? Where is he? Also, I vowed to open the mummy case as soon as it was safe, and this I do now. So technically he's keeping his word. Indeed, mortal, you will be safe from your pursuers forever. Bum, bum, bum.
Didn't mention forever before he went to do that.
So here we go. Look at that face. But somehow, Roko Rank does not seem pleased at his narrow escape. Can it be because he realizes that there is no turning back? For he now realizes what his escape really means. So what's happened? Where's he gone? Has he been transported somewhere? Oh no. He'd never really understand how it happened, but at last he knows where the creaky mummy case lied to, and why the living mummy was so anxious to help a frightened stranger. So he's transporting back in time.
It's like a portal.
Exactly, he's transforming back to the Pharaoh times. There you go. JJ says, I'm back. What did I miss? Say we're back covering the rest of the stories in Amazing Fantasy number 15. Unfortunately, my collectibles had to leave because he had to go do the dad thing. But we've got Sven into cover for him and doing a fantastic job.
I'll take the space of my collectibles here. I'll do the task of him.
That's it. And just a reminder, guys, the giveaway is still going, so make sure you get your hashtags in, and we will run that again as well. So let me just I should probably see if the tool's actually still working. That might be a good idea, wouldn't it? Whoops, wrong button.
Bear with me, that part to be linked with Moon Knight, but probably it's not linked with Moon Knight.
No. I'm sorry, guys. We'll just moving a few windows around. This is what happens when you try and do things live. There we go. Right. Okay. Back to business. Hashtag amazing. Sorry, I'm just making sure my StreamYard tool is still working. Otherwise, I might have to do another one. Nope, still working. Very cool. Right. Sorry, guys. Just getting back into it. Sorry to disrupt the flow. There we go. Right. Okay. Back into it. Right. So the next story we have. There you are. Oh, fan page. Important announcement from the editor. Wow, that is a lot of writing there that I am not going to cover. But if you want to check that out, Sven, you can definitely read that. The new AF-15 you just got.
Yeah, I'll do.
That's it. So let's go into there's one last story in this page. It says, there are Martians among us.
The problem was how to find the Martians.
How do we find the Martians? What do the Martians look like? Do they look like
in UFOs?
They live in UFOs. Do they look like Martian Manhunter, like in Looney Tunes?
Yeah, we always expect to be Martians, like big human-like creatures, but maybe they're like little amoebas or something like that, or little insects.
That's it. Maybe, yeah. Could be like something like what's it? H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, or it could be like I said, Martin. Like a little Martian, Martin the Martian from Looney Tunes. Now that was very nice.
Guinea pigs or something like that.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got here. So it says, the alien spaceship was first sighted by the shocked pilot of a commercial airliner. So it's a funny looking little spaceship here. Looks like it's got a weird looking little face on it too.
Like looks a bit like the Ant-Man face.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Here you go. D says, ask Elon.
Maybe Elon knows more.
Maybe he does. Are you
streaming it on Twitter?
What's that? Yeah. I am streaming on Twitter. Maybe Elon might jump in. You never know.
Yeah. He's streaming it on, so he can jump on.
That's it. Seconds after the pilot radioed in the news, a search party was headed for the spot where the ship had been seen to land. So there we go. So the ship's in the ground and the Martians are on the run. Or they're investigating. Actually, I'm gonna have a crack here. Actually, I'll tell you what. Before I tackle this, I better have a drink of water. I'm gonna try and do this in an Arnold Schwarzenegger sort of fashion. Ugh. Better get some water down before it destroys my vocal cords. The ship inside the ship is empty. The crew must have fled. No, we don't know that. What are they? What they could be? They could be anywhere. Come on, do it.
The ship is believed to have been from the planet Mars. Because its co-occupants have chosen to flee and hide, we must assume that they are hostile. All citizens in the area are urged to stay indoors and keep their homes locked until the Martians can be found.
Ooh,
this is on the radio.
This is from the radio. It's like, stay in your homes, ladies and gentlemen. Martians are on the loose. For long, tense days, the search goes on with no trace of the unknown aliens. But it's like we said, we don't even know what they're looking for. They could be right there. How can we find them when we don't even know what we are looking for? Come on. It's like...
But we must keep searching. Sooner or later, we're bound to find someone unearthly.
Some earthly,
it's a bit like Russian style.
Yeah, I like that one. It's like we must not find something unearthly. I like it. Let's roll with it. So let's see. Okay, we're still looking for the Martians.
We know by the arrangement of the instrument panel that the Martians must be human-like in appearance, but there is bound to be some difference between them and natural Earthlings. Well, find them. We've got to. We'll find them. We've got to.
So we've got to find them. So come on, do it. Find them. So I battled aliens before. It's 100 times in the movies. Come on, do it. But although the search goes on without halt, the weeks pass by slowly as the population lies in fear. It's amazing. A month has gone by and still the search continues without success. Okay, this is the radio presenter. Citizens are still urged to stay indoors. The danger from the Martians is believed to be just as great as ever.
Oh. If only you didn't have to go out, dear. I'm afraid.
Nonsense, dear. It'll all be right.
That's brilliant. Love it.
It's you I worry about. I hate leaving you alone. Be sure to keep the door locked. And don't open it for anybody.
I will, dear. Be careful, please.
That's brilliant, Sven. You killed it, mate. Keep going.
Remember, stay inside. I'll be home as soon as I can.
Take care, my darling.
Oh, dear. At that very moment, the search in an ever-widening arc gets closer and closer to the city itself. So it must be zeroing on the Martians. So they can't be too far away. Let's have a look. While back at home, our heroine...
Oh dear, I'm all out of coffee.
Oh no, out of coffee. That's striking action right there.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I know. That's actually like in my workplace. I've got two duels. Like whenever I go to a new job, there has to be coffee on hand at all times and toilet paper. Otherwise, it's down tools.
Toilet paper during the Corona was indeed important. Very
important. Yes, it was.
And
that was a high commodity.
Yeah, coffee I could miss, but like the toilet paper was an issue here. Everybody was like hysteric about toilet paper.
I know.
Somehow, when there was a full crisis, I've put some toilet paper in front of my door. And I placed a message. If someone needs toilet paper, they can get it from my door. And actually, someone took the toilet paper. Really?
No way. Yeah, I know.
So I know during Corona crisis, I helped someone with coffee, with toilet paper.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
definitely a different time back then. But moving on.
You sure it will be safe enough just to dash to the store for a moment?
Okay.
My husband will be in such such a bad mood if there's no coffee for his dinner when he returns.
Oh, there you go. This wife knows what's going on. Got to keep her man caffeinated.
She knows how to treat her man well.
Yeah.
There, that didn't take long. I'll be safely home in a moment, and he won't even know I'm gone out. Oh, what? Oh, what are those footsteps behind
Oh, it's
me?
like this,
Oh
like
no.
it's like what are those footsteps?
No.
You did sounds. You did footstep sounds.
I know it's like
In the meanwhile, just
No! No!
oh no,
Please!
she's gone. So what was it? Was it the Martians? Let's have a look. Meanwhile, we haven't seen a single sign of any Martians here. So like, could all be like just make believe in conspiracy. But then, a short time later.
honey, I'm home, safe and sound, just like honey, where are you? She's gone. Oh my God,
Oh,
the
no.
house is empty. It can only mean one thing. She went out, disobeyed me, and went out. I warned her. She disobeyed me.
Oh no.
Hello. I need help right away. My wife. I don't know what to do. She ruined everything. The bloodhounds must have got her scent.
Oh.
Oh yes. How many arms does he have?
I think we might have just discovered our Martians.
Oh. Now the Earthlings will know she's a Martian, and that means they'll be coming after me next.
Oh no. So really,
No.
so really, he's not really concerned for the missus. He's concerned for his missus because they're gonna find out he's a Martian. They're gonna come for him.
Well, she at least wanted to get him some coffee, so we should honor that honorable moment there.
That's it. The intention was solid. The intention was
Yeah.
solid. Keep her man heavily caffeinated with a good cup of Joe.
He should know. We should these times when these woke times, this man should know his woman died going for his coffee.
A noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
Look at that. So we are Martians. I love that. Eddie Brown as well. I love all these live comic book readings. Thank you, sir. So like I say, guys, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. There is also a little barcode up there for buy me a coffee. Just like I say, every little bit helps, but those options are there and available if you choose to use them. At the very least, I just appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill and join this live comic book reading. We started off with my collectibles with Amazing Fantasy number 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man, and now we've had Sven jump in and help finish off the last couple of stories of this amazing comic book. And thank you, Sven, for jumping in. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Thank you for doing these, and we should support you, and we should come to you and get your back here. So no problem.
Thank
love
you.
to do it.
Absolutely, and we definitely need to get you up on here to do a comic book all of your own choosing, which has been in the works for a while, but we'll get there. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, I'm always a bit stressed about the comics and the text, but now I just jumped in and we had our comic.
Well, that's it.
I love the AF-15 one, so I just needed to follow and come in.
That's it. And hopefully this this little spurt has given you the confidence to come back again and have another go. And this goes out there for anyone out there as well. If you're interested in coming on, having a go, If you want to, come on, get to the comics, come on, chill with me, come on, do it. Reach out to me on X, I'll DM. I think this channel also has an email link as well, so that's all available there as well. Just reach out, express your interest, and I will try and do my best to schedule in when and where I can. Like I said, we do these live every Friday. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. British Standard Time if you're over here on the UK side of things as myself. Or a little bit, or an hour ahead if you're over where Sven is. So very cool, guys. So yeah, so this reading, like we've basically gone through Amazing Fantasy number 15, which is the first appearance of Spider-Man. So I started off the reading with my collectibles, just going over the origin story of Spider-Man, the most iconic superhero, or one of the most iconic superheroes ever created, and a name that everyone knows and loves and is well familiar with. Thanks to the comic book and the stories and the films all to go with it. Hey, Sleeping's in the house as well. Another Get to the Comics veteran. So we did another fantastic read of House of X. So definitely check that out. That was over one of the very first few episodes. And thanks for dropping in and sleeping. Hope you've been keeping well, mate. And just continue on with the story. Then we covered the last 3 stories in this book as well, which is the Bell Ringer, the Man in the Mummy Case, and Martians Among Us, which is a fantastic read. Thank you, brought to you by Sven for jumping in because MC had to duck out and do the family thing.
Yeah, hooray!
So let me just turn this off now so we can sort of hear each other talk. That's better. Thanks Sven for dropping in. Much appreciated. And yeah, how was your first experience on Get to the Comics, Sven?
It was good. It went better than I already thought it was going to be, and I was able to do it with the StreamYard, and I did see it quite well. Sometimes if I look at it with the phone, it's hard to follow, but this went great. Just the texture of the letters is sometimes, if you zoom in too much, it's sometimes a bit hard.
Yeah.
But it went good. Yeah, I'm happy with the first time here.
Yeah, no, awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Like, sometimes I have to read these comics like on a separate reader, like on my phone or a tablet, just because, like, when you do sometimes zoom in on the pages, like we are now, it can get like very pixelated. Yeah, it's blurred, it's pixelated, it's hard to read.
I love the footnotes my collectibles gave to the AF-15 part 2, like the fact that it went like he jumped on the wall and that they missed those kind of things in the movies. I did see the reason I went to buy this comic now is because I didn't know I read these comics. I have like a book from Spider-Man with stories in it, and this story with the thief that went into the house. I didn't know this was the origin story of Spider-Man. So that's the reason why I went to buy the comic. So because I read that story to my kid already.
Oh, nice. So how is the little one? Is he showing an interest in superheroes and collecting, or does he have any sort of passions of his own that he's into at the moment?
He's now into kind of the gaming part where the Mario and Luigi and the racing things. He's very crazy about those things now. Playing a bit of Fortnite with him too. He can play Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just 1 hour. 1 hour is enough. But he loves to play his games already. Maybe a bit early. He's 6 years, but I can control it this way. I can see what he's doing, what he's buying.
Yeah.
Because if he's on those tablets, it's sometimes hard. This is the ultra rare comic.
It is the ultra rare. Yes. So I'm lucky enough to have one of the ultra rare covers.
Did you score it yourself?
No, I had to buy this in the market, and at the time I probably paid way too much for it, but I wanted it because it's an iconic story. Obviously, AF-15 goes for a nice pretty penny there out there in real life, and you never know. Somewhere down the line, this might mimic that. Like, maybe 20 years from now, like, this might end up paying for my son's first car or home deposit. You never know. And also just because I enjoy the story and I like Spider-Man.
Nice, nice. If your son would tell you, Dad, can you sell me your AF-15 ultra rare comic for a car? Would you would you say, okay, just sell it and I'll buy you the car? Or would you say maybe buy a second-hand car and don't sell my comic?
Exactly. I would say please don't sell my comic unless you need like life-saving surgery or something like that. because I like it. It's the only one I've got. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to have like 30 comics like MC or something like that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but you have the ultra rare though.
I
It's
do have the
now
ultra.
it's going for 800 on the market. I just checked it. So 800 gems,
That's
about
right.
800. Yeah. But it's a good one to have. Yeah. And did you see they went into the showroom with the VeVe-verse,
They
and I
did. I
did
did see
tell
that.
Josh already. And the first thing, Corey, so Dan said, "Come on into the Marvel room," and Corey said, "Okay, maybe we can talk about the comics because the crowds." And then he stopped. So maybe the comics are coming into the
Mm,
VeVe-verse, comics into showroom, but they
yeah.
didn't. Maybe I should get it before 31
Well,
October, my ultra rare variant.
let's have a look here. If I go items listed, so if you were interested in picking up this a copy of this comic for yourself, you can find that available over here on VeVe's page. So for anyone who's just joining us for the first time and you're not familiar with what VeVe is, VeVe is basically a company based in New Zealand. They specialize in premium digital collectibles. Ranging from the likes of Marvel, they got Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. They've also got other independent brands as well, just to name a few. They've got like Coca-Cola, they've got Maserati, Lamborghini, and a whole heap of other cool stuff as well. And also they've got a whole range of comic books, ranging from Amazing Fantasy, they've got X-Men, they've got Spider-Man, they've got Avengers, they've got all sorts of cool stuff, which we'll do a brief little market watch right now if you want to stick around, and then we'll run this last giveaway, which for anyone who's just joining us and doesn't know what the giveaway is. First, all you do is in the comments write #amazing, and then that will put you in the draw to win this amazing piece of artwork done by one of our community artists, Kid Arcade.
It's nice. Kid Arcade, he makes good art. Huh? He does a lot of cool things for the community. Those Kid Arcades, those NFTs,
Oh, they're
maybe
amazing.
within a few years we would have like a Kid Arcade collection into VeVe, like a Kid Arcade room with his NFTs.
Well, that's very, very true. Like, now that they've announced the curator tool on VeVe, so like basically they've got plans for independent artists to be able to upload their own content to VeVe and basically use that as like an onboarding vessel to get their work out there. And who knows, like maybe one day they'll venture into collectibles, so you can start having your own like digital collectibles. And this could be an avenue for Kid Arcade and other independent artists to get their work out there and in front of the right eyeballs. So very cool stuff, guys. So yeah, make sure you get those hashtags in, and we'll run that in just a minute. But what we'll do is we will do one. If I go back over here, what was I doing? Market watch. That's right. So if you are looking at picking up a copy of AF-15 for yourself right now, the common cover is going for 205 gems in the market. The uncommon is going for 149, which is basically just a black and white version of the common cover, which is the more iconic standard cover that we love and see today. We've got our rare and ultra rare covers, which are exclusive VeVe covers by Alex Saviuk, and these can only be found on the VeVe Comics app. So you cannot find these, yet in physical print. So the rare, which is a black and white, so it has a sketch variant, so like background to it, is 240 gems on the floor. The ultra rare, which is 799 gems, and if you're lucky enough to own the secret rare, it is going for 7,600 gems on the floor. So very, very cool covers. So those are all there and available if you would like to explore them further. And if you want to check out the site itself, it's at veve.me/collectables, or if you just Google VeVe, you should be able to find it there. And I'll go just a little bit about what the site is itself. So just to give you an example of what they deal with. So we've got likes of we've got Sesame Street dropping on Sunday, which is very exciting. Some new comics as well. But this is just some of the stuff they deal with. So if I go over to, let's say, collectibles, is that one? That one.
Spider-Man.
Sorry, hang on. If I go market, that's what I want. So market, they've got the likes of, they've got Stormtroopers, they've got Weapon X, which is Wolverine, which is a very, very nice collectible. They've got things like the X-Men logo. They've got the Marvel logo.
I scored my X-Men logo today. I had my my lucky shot there. I was waiting in line, and I got my 97.3 mint.
Nice.
973. 97.
Nice.
X-Men 97 launched in March. So I feel like a pro now, like a mint pro hunter.
I know.
I really felt like I made it there with that mint.
So it's like I made it. It's like the next level.
I just accidentally came onto it, and I just said, "Man, I'm gonna get this." And every other mint hunter is jealous now of me.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, me, I was lucky enough. I actually scored an X-Men logo on the drop, and I was lucky enough to get mint number 51.
51, and 51 is linked with.
I have no idea. I have no idea, but it's a low number, so I was like, "That's cool. I'll take that."
Do you still have it now?
I do still have it because I love it, and I don't feel the need to part with it just yet.
Yeah. Maybe, but you know, Josh. I know. Oh, sorry, Us. I went to the. I got 2 Marvel logos, and I never sold sell Marvel logos, and now I sold one for 30 gems, and I got 2, so I only have 1 left, and now those going for 100 gems.
Oh
so
no,
it's painful. It's painful.
That's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah. I never expected that. I should watch Mr. MC more now. What he's doing in the market.
Yeah. Big shout out to Mr. MC1 as well. I mean, like he's doing some amazing stuff out there, just with the gold VeVe logos. What he wants to do with the Marvel logos as well, because that's all still in discussions, and also Sleeping Comics as well. Shout out to you as well. Just another way to try and bring collectors together and just try and offer a bit of utility and all the other fun stuff that comes with collecting. So very cool to see where that goes. But this is some of the other stuff that they offer, guys. They've got comic books for the likes of Captain America. They've got The Addiction as well. Big shout out to Vincent Zozzolo and David Quinn and all the team over there at Metropolis Comics as well. Very, very successful run, and I definitely highly recommend it. We've got other ones as well. They've got like Venom, Spider-Man, some Venom. Got Marvel. This is another big one. They've got Marvel Comics #1, which is that's another very iconic cover as well, and maybe one day we'll read that one on the channel. But I have to actually buy myself a copy first. Then we've got some.
You're not having one of those Marvel Comics ones. You don't have one.
I don't have one. No, I should get one though.
That's dangerous. They went up to 250, and you're not buying it yet at 20 gems.
I know, but like life. I have like kids in a family. Like I have kids who want things like they want things like nourishment and love and a roof over their head and all like that sort of stuff. How dare they take?
Maybe tell them 2 weeks no cornflakes.
That's I'm sorry, kids. We're eating 2-minute noodles for the next couple of weeks because Daddy needs a Marvel Comics #1.
Marvel Comics 1.
So yeah, guys. So that's available over there on the VeVe app. So they do collectibles and they also do comic books as well. So if you want to check that out further, head over to veve.me/collectibles. Now the other fun thing they do as well, they've just done this a little while now, is they also do the same day comics. So if we go over here, and they've got it all now in a nice compact, neat website now, because before this was all separated. Is they do VeVe Comics, which is they release new comics every Wednesday. And they do the brand new up-to-date ones. So basically what you can do is every Wednesday you can pick up your new digital comics here from Marvel at the moment, but they do have other licenses in the pipeline. They've just announced some more now. You can come over here and you can get your comic books before your local comic book shop does. So you can come over here and check out some of the latest titles. These are the latest ones that just dropped. And you can pick them up here and then go get them in physical print over your local comic book shop. And it's very, very simple. All you do is just click on the one you like. Let's take this one, for example.
Good example. Example.
Spider-Boy #12. So this is apparently the first appearance of Spider-Girl. And basically they've got two different variants. You've got the comic variant, which is basically just like a PDF reader. So you pay your $4.99. That gives you your comic book. You can read it, enjoy it, and that's about as far as it goes. You can't sell it in the marketplace. You can't trade it or do anything with it. But if you want to take that extra leap, you can get this one, which is for $7.98. That's dollars. You can get yourself a random cover. So you can basically got the odds of getting yourself a random, common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, etc., different varieties. And it says here, limited edition comics give you all the features of a standard comic and extend your collecting experience by allowing you to view it in augmented reality, earn Master Collector program points, sell it on the VeVe market, and more. When you upgrade this comic, you'll receive a randomly assigned rarity from available editions, and all comics can be read on the VeVe Comics Reader app until you sell them. So it more or less gets minted on the blockchain, and it becomes a digital collectible, and you can buy it, you can sell it, you can do all that fun stuff with it, and you can actually read it on the VeVe Comics Reader, which is actually this reader that we were using before. If my mouse will let me work, there we go. So this is actually the reader that you can find on Android and iOS. Because you can't actually read your comics from the website anymore, which was a sneaky little feature that they changed because they want everyone to use the VeVe Comics app. But yeah, so you can find that on iOS, Android, and that's where you read your comic books from. And basically, the whole process itself. So if I shut this down again,
which one would you want from the Spider-Boy 12? Which one would you prefer?
Which one would I? Oh, I would like the ultra rare. That Doctor Doom one's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's not the FA of Doctor Doom, so
no, that's
was something I was wondering too. So we need like Spider-Girl and Spider-Boy. So I would go for the rare or the secret rare.
True.
Because the rares and the secret rares or ultra rares always pose with the FA that's in it. So we should honor that. We should honor that.
Yeah, well, I tell you which one that I want to pick up, but unfortunately I can't yet because I'm broke.
I know which one you want.
Is this one? So if I go new,
I know.
So if I go new this week, maybe it'll let me. Here we go. I want Like I said, unfortunately, I have to wait till Monday for payday, but I want this one.
Yes, Romulus. But is this based on the movie or not, Josh?
Yeah, so basically what this is basically the I know, it's all right, mate. Basically this comic book is like the filler in between what happened. So obviously you've seen Romulus. So basically this is basically the filler between when they actually find Big Chap, when they cut him out of the meteorite, up until when the crew comes onto Romulus. So this is basically the filler where, like, so he busts out of the asteroid and goes around and causing hell.
Oh, okay.
So it says here, yeah. So following the theatrical release of the highly anticipated blockbuster Alien Romulus, Marvel Comics presents an all-new story revealing secrets of the film's legendary antagonists. How did xenomorphs find Rain, Andy, and their scavenger crew? Familiar faces lurk in the shadows, and this issue shines a light on them. All horror master Zach Thompson from Absolute Carnage and X-Men, and rising star Daniel Picciotto, I probably said that wrong, but I do apologize. Ghost Rider X-Force collaborate directly with filmmakers for the must-have collector's item See Alien Romulus in theaters August 2nd. Now, I do also believe this is also available on Disney Plus, I believe now as well, or some other streaming platform.
Really? Oh,
the
end of the movie Romulus was very, very intense for me.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Sleeve says that Romulus has a character FAs as well. Ooh, very interesting. There you go. If I go over here to the limited edition comic and see, so you can get that iconic comic one, or you can go for the two different rarities. Very, very cool.
Comics in showroom, secret rare for you then, or rare? Secret rare.
I definitely go secret rare. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. But then, in saying that, I'd be happy with any of them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it is getting late here in the UK, and I'm probably going to start getting angry phone calls from the missus very shortly, saying, "Shut up! I'm trying to go to sleep." So, on that note, guys. This has been the VeVe Comics app. So again, if you want to check this out, it's over at veve.me/comics, and that's also here in one convenient tab as well. So the way this all works is you jump over, you make yourself an account, do a little bit of KYC, and then just link up all your preferred payment methods, as you credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, all that fun stuff as well. And that way you can start collecting what you like, and that gets you on your collecting journey.
Sometimes, also, I imagine you sitting there in front of your computer in a dark room, and then your wife is standing in the corner of the room, waiting for you there,
like the boogeyman.
waiting until you stop the stream and go to bed.
That's it. So put that silly thing down and go to sleep. But on that note, guys, let's run this last giveaway. So so let's shut this down. If I just go over here to the giveaway tool. So I got 23 entries according to my StreamYard tool. Hang on, let me just get rid of this. Bear with me a second. This is what happens when it's all live. There we go. So we had our first winner, which is Evolved, who won the VeVe digital comic, courtesy of My Collectables and VeVe. Now this time around, we are going to roll again, and this is going to be for the Kid Arcade Miles Spider-Man. So very, very cool piece of artwork, and good luck for anyone who has entered. So if I do, where am I? Oh, not that one. That one. There we go. Right. So if I go over here and I go, where are we going? That one. All right. Let's put on some dramatic music. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna roll for the last entry. So I got 23 entries. And here we go. Good luck to anyone out there in the comments and the chats. And let's do it. Let's run the giveaway. Do it now. And we're running the giveaway. And the winner is Mass Murderers.
Do you have such a cheer sound or a clapping hands?
I do. Look. There we go. That's it. Looking at increasing production value, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So Mass Murderers. If you are still out there in the crowd, make yourself known. But yeah, Oh, there he is. Let's go. That's it. So Mass Murderers, you are the lucky winner. The only requirement I have is that you must have an ETH-based wallet address that I can send this to. So whether that be MetaMask, Coinbase, something along those lines. If you don't have one, just DM me and I can take you through the steps on how to set one up, or you can just look at it on Google, like most people do everything else. But you are the winner of this lovely piece of artwork, which is not that. That's the one. So so congratulations to you, sir. And on that note, guys, I better say my good nights, my good mornings, my good evenings, wherever you might be in the world, and get some degree of sleep before my wife comes down and says turns off my internet.
She unplugs you.
That's it. I get unplugged. I like it. But again, Sven, thank you so much for jumping in and filling in for My Collectables. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to get you back on in the future, and we can do a comic book of your choosing.
Yeah, I would need to search for comics, but always if I'm hearing other people reading the comics, I always think, man, I should have taken that comic. But I'm happy to be here, and I enjoyed it too. So next time, maybe we'll do another one.
Absolutely. Or we also do group readings as well. So maybe you can always jump in on another group reading.
In a group session, yeah. That
would
be,
definitely. Anyway, and like I said out there in the crowds, guys, if anyone out there is interested on coming on the channel, you want to come chill with me, read a comic book, have a go at it, you can always send me a DM or just an email. This is me here. So just make sure that you do say yes, I'm interested in coming on Get to the Comics or something along those lines, because sometimes I do get some DMs from randoms trying to sell me stuff, or say I need this to promote viewers and all this other spammy looking stuff. But just make your interest known, and I will do my best to try and schedule in when and where I can. Right now I've got a full schedule for November, and December is starting to fill up quite quickly as well. So, but again, let me know if you're interested, want to give it a go, or have any questions. I'm happy to answer any and all things. Again, guys, like, comment, subscribe in the video. I would do that in an Arnold voice, but my voice is killing me because I've been doing so much talking. But yeah, guys, yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you want any comment, any feedback is always greatly appreciated as well. If there's something if you liked on the channel, something you didn't like on the channel, something you'd like to see maybe in future readings. How do I get a hold? Okay, yeah, mass murderers, just DM me over on X. And I'll get you set up. Okay. And guys, on that note, I better say my good nights, my good evenings, my good mornings, etc. So again, thank you everybody for taking the time out of your busy day to come and listen in the live stream. If you're catching this on the replay, again, thank you so much for listening to me go through this amazing comic with Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. Started off with My Collectables, our VeVe community manager, and then finished off with legend and dance fanatic Sven and Fortnite extraordinaire. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate everybody, and I'll close all this up now. So if I take this one down, let me just shut all this down so I can. I need like a close, like a last round, like sort of like soundtrack or something, don't I? It's like last calls. And so if I do this and I do that, this is what happens when you try to do things live. My mouse is fighting me. There we go. Put that one down there. Put that one down like that. There we go. All right, guys. So yeah, it's been a fun one. Yeah, it's been a fantastic read, and yeah, like I said, this has been Get to the Comics number 25, so it's still going strong. And we will be, like I said, we do these regularly. We try and do these regularly every Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 9 p.m. British Standard Time on Fridays. And yeah, if you enjoyed the content, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say my good nights, good evenings, good mornings, and stop rambling because it's getting late. So again, Sven, thanks so much for chilling with me in the space and doing this comic book. Big thank you to My Collectables as well for doing Amazing Fantasy 15 with us. Big congratulations to the winners as well. Big congratulations to Evolve and Mass Murderers. And yeah, guys. So until the next one, because stay tuned for next week. Because next week we're gonna have another fantastic read as well. It could be something juicy. Could be something venomous. But we'll have to see. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say this has been Get to the Comics number 25. I have been your host, reader, narrator, Osmond Collect 63. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we will talk more soon.